Worcestershire Acute Hospitals has failed to look at more than 11,000 x-rays since January. The discovery was made by the Care Quality Commission during an unannounced inspection last week. The scans can be used to diagnose serious health problems, including cancer. Our health correspondent, Michele Paduano, is here now. So, Michele, why did the Care Quality Commission take this action?
Well, what we know is that a radiographer named Ken Hall contacted the Care Quality Commission in June, and he was concerned about turnaround times. Now, he'd been censured himself in the past for delays, but he was concerned what was going on at the moment, and he'd also seen a young patient with cancer who apparently 6 months earlier had been screened at the hospital, and he was concerned about those issues. Now, we know that they then asked the trust questions about what was going on, and a few days later, the investigator was asking more questions because he was concerned about the answers that he was receiving.
This does sound potentially quite worrying. What does it mean for patients?
Well, there is clearly a concern for patients because it's possible that some patients have had cancers and other issues missed along the way. The good news is that this has been addressed, and the Care Quality Commission is using the threat of enforcement action to insist that all these radio x-rays are brought up to date and looked at properly, and that in future these urgent cases are considered, because they say that they didn't even have a risk assessment in place to see which ones should and shouldn't be looked at.
So what's the hospital had to say about this?
Well, the hospital says that the vast majority of these were routine x-rays, and therefore they weren't considered to be in need of a radiologist, a specialist, to look at them, but they have actually assessed these now, and in future going forward they will be assessed, and all this will be sorted by October.
OK, well, for the moment, thank you, Michele. Michele is also